What's going on? What's going on? It's your man back again. It's Chris B, aka Buzz, coming at you again with another video to share. Today, I wanted to talk about, in my opinion, some of the reasons that Black men are not working with each other. Now, mind you, Black people in general, we all need to work together, Black men and Black women. But it got me thinking deep down into why Black men specifically don't work together when historically we used to. And, it led me to cruising these YouTube streets to a few people that, talk about some of these things. And one of these brothers is Oshay Duke Jackson. He's a brother from America, but he moved abroad out to the motherland in Africa. He's one of those ones that took it there. He went back to the motherland, y'all. But, I believe he's a Pan-Africanist like Dr. Umar, but they don't necessarily, they agree on things, but he don't agree on the man, which Umar is, or perceived to be, that people that know him or know of him or know people that talk to him. But, the Pan-African movement, a lot of the brothers, believe in Africa, the motherland, and going back home, and connections to Africa and all that stuff, which I commend them for trying to promote Black unity, because we need more Black unity. Now some of the Pan-African stuff, in my opinion, some of it is misguided, because I just believe that we don't have a true history of who we are as a people anyway. It's been a race to us. It's probably locked in our DNA somewhere. We need some kind of awakening to bring it out of. But in any aspect, there's a lot of people that do believe in that. But Oshay Duke Jackson, he talks about a lot of issues in the Black male community that I think we need to be aware of. And a lot of the times, some of our pro-Black people, they try to dismiss and poo-poo Black on Black crime. They act like it don't exist. And when I'm talking about Black on Black crime, I'm not talking about specifically murder, which that is an issue in our community, whether you choose to believe it or not. It is an issue. I know some people will try to dismiss it and say it's white supremacy. That's the reason, the white man made us do it. But Black on Black crime is an issue, and one of those parts of crime that I'm talking about is the scam. In this particular video that I'm sharing, we find out about a guy, a Black man, who managed to raise $12 million. And I'm not saying that it all came from Black people, but from a majority of Black people that generated up $12 million for this fund. And we come to find out that, a lot of those investors lost out money on this deal. But we had others that was promoting this deal like it was a good thing for Black people, when really it was just another scam and another form of Black on Black crime, if you will. And I think that leads to what I'm talking about, of why the perception of Black men dealing with each other in the business sense is it's bad business. That's just a perception, in my opinion, that I see, that Black men look at each other and we see bad business when it comes to dealing with us as building a business model or connecting or networking, in my opinion. I ain't saying that some brothers don't work together. I'm pretty sure there's a few out there that's come together and get the job done. But as a whole, to where we can have industries and corporations and stuff like that, I don't think I see it on that level. And part of it is because we got scammers out there that'll use our own Black skin against us, into believing that because this guy's Black, he's gonna be on our team. But as we can see, that they do foul and wicked stuff too, and they look like us. So I just wanted to, wanted y'all to check this video out, and I'm gonna comment on it, and we'll check it out.
But the reason I love the Tulsa fund, the reason that I'm very happy that my money was put into that fund is mainly because I love the Legacy Center. I love the Legacy Center. Out of support for what they were doing, I put an office. My wife and I had an office in the Legacy Center for a year and a half, something like that. We didn't use it because we weren't in Atlanta enough, but we did. We just did it because I wanted to support. It was kind of like just saying, "Go Black man, go."
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Oshay Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. I know that I'm a little late on this whole Jay Morrison situation, and it's quite interesting for the fact that Jay Morrison raised over $10 or $11 million for the Tulsa real estate fund. And for those of you who know about Tulsa,
if you own a gun, then just buying concealed carry insurance isn't enough to be prepared. You need to be educated and trained. And that's exactly
it is the ideology about Black Wall
Brother
Street,
Spring King, y'all.
how that was taken away from us when our ancestors were battling it out with some of the jealous whites there. And when they rebuilt Black Wall Street, they put a freeway through there. They had to rebuild it again. It was never the same. So this guy, Jay Morrison, who is a con man, a con artist, a no talent, decided to come up with an idea about starting this real estate fund, which I know somebody who actually invested. I actually know a doctor who invested $2,500. And people ask me, would I go and invest in it? And I was saying, there is no freaking way I'm that stupid. And the doctor did it. He's smarter than me, but he went and he lost his $2,500. But I want to bring attention to Brother Julian Gordon. He invested, I believe, over $35,000 into the fund. And Julian Gordon is also
I believe it was $40-some thousand that he invested into that Tulsa fund that he lost. But damn, you know what I'm saying? You invest that much money and take a loss, basically, that is a big loss to take for some of us.
associated with Boyce Watkins. From what I understand, I've never heard anything negative about the guy. Seems like a stand-up brother, also into the real estate business. But he was blocked by Mr. Jay Morrison when they started asking for some accountability. And now that the Tulsa Real Estate Fund is not doing so well, remember they built this whole thing called the Black House, and we have now found this out.
This is Pocket Watching with JT. Jason Thornton is a certified financial planner, licensed in both tax and investments. Now, this is not personal financial advice. This is JT's real reaction to all your money and business questions. Need more? Book your personal consultation with my man JT at pocketwatcher.net. Now, let's go pocket watching.
Hey, Pocket Watchers, welcome to Pocket Watching with JT. I am certified financial planner Jason Thornton. That means I am a real financial advisor. I do not simply play one on the internet. And listen, it's been a while. I know it's been a while, but I warned you guys. I told you during tax season, it's going to be tough doing live streams, but tax season is almost over. But some of you may be asking, well, JT, if tax season isn't over yet, what would pull you out of your cave to do a live stream? Why are you doing the live stream? You've got work to do. I know I've got work to do, but I got a phone call this morning, a phone call from Mr. Tony Robinson.
Now, shout out to JT Pocketwatch, he definitely has a YouTube channel that y'all should go check out and subscribe to. He exposes a lot of these scammers and fraudsters in our community, and I think he should be commended for it. For real, for real. Let's continue.
AKA Tony the Closer. And Tony said that he was interested in buying some new real estate. I asked him, well, what are you interested in buying? He said there's a property in Atlanta, Georgia that he just might buy. And when he said Atlanta, I said to myself, I know what he's talking about. I have an idea of what he's thinking about. Could it be the Black House? Could it be the Black House? So I want you guys to check this out. It's very interesting to me. Check this out.
Tulsa Real Estate Fund. They say if you build it, they will come. Well, our time is here. We've built the economic vehicle for the revitalization of the urban community. A transparent and regulated fund.
What's your credit card debt balance? If it's $10,000 or more, here are 3 easy solutions you can start implementing today. And number 3 is
built on the mission to stop gentrification, to allow us to pool our resources, our talents, and treasure together, to rebuild our communities, to support one another.
But see how it sounds, see how they sell it to you? It sounds real good, don't it? You know what I'm saying? You see this video, you see type of stuff like that, and it makes you think, damn, this is something I want to be a part of. That's called advertising and marketing. That's how they promote things. They do that on a normal basis everywhere. But this is how they sell you on a dream. And a lot of us, or to where they say we do have a lot of wealth collectively in the Black community, but I guess our money is misguided because we want to believe that other people that look like us are going to do good, but they got bad intentions.
To share in the risk, to share in the profit.
That's right. They're going to sell. Okay. But I want to bring this point up. There was another guy who backed up the Tulsa Real Estate Fund in the first place.
Really thought this through. He's really laid this out. This is going to be nice. This infrastructure is solid. And I immediately gained faith in what Jay was doing. You know, I said, okay, you know what? I'll back you. Let me know what I can do. Let me know how I can help. I was one of the initial investors. I stepped right up and wrote my check and sent it in. And I said, I'm in this. And we talked about it. I supported. People asked me about it. And I always, whenever they ask me about it, I always tell them the same thing. Why not? Why wouldn't you want to participate? I believe in the fund. I believe in Mr. and Mrs. Morrison. This is just the beginning. I am happy to invest my money. I will invest more money. I can't wait to see all the great things that are done in the future. Together, we can do anything.
That's right. That's Boyce Watkins. And remember when you were criticizing the fund, it didn't make sense. What did Boyce Watkins tell you and me?
Things have happened. And maybe mistakes are still being made. Look, if you don't like the Tulsa Fund, guess what? You know what you can do? If you don't like the Tulsa Fund, you know what you can do? Don't invest in it. If you don't like the Tulsa Fund, then don't invest in it. When I see a white business, pay attention now. I hope somebody understands what I'm saying. But I'm going to say it anyway. I give zero what the naysayers have to say because y'all been destroying the Black community more than the damn Klan. Seriously. And it gets on my, it's irritating. I'm going to stop for a minute because I'm getting elevated.
Now, see, Boyce Watkins was reacting like this because he was getting a lot of hell in a handbasket online. They was giving him a lot of hell in the handbasket online for this Tulsa Fund thing. And, you know, I guess his whole explanation was, you know, well, you don't blame the white man. You don't, the white man been robbing it. And, you know, come on, man. Them people in that room obviously believed what you was talking about. And after you said you invested out of your own pocket, you know, they was thinking, okay, you gave some legitimacy to this Tulsa Fund. So in a way, it is your fault too, Dr. Boyce Watkins, you know, in my opinion. But let's continue.
as my wife would say. She's a therapist. And I'm going to just tell you like this. You could take down Jay Morrison and the Tulsa Fund all day tomorrow, but you will not have done any good for the Black community. Literally. Because you're going after the people that are making $1 million, and you're not going after the ones who made $1 billion. That's your problem. You will gang bang on each other all day long. You like the Crips and Bloods. You shoot up somebody on their grandma's house because he came on your block, but you ain't got the guts to take on the white man. You ain't got the guts to take on the LAPD that's been terrorizing you for decades. You ain't got the guts to take on the Klan. Not one gangbanger I know of has ever shot somebody who was part of a white supremacist organization. So what I'm saying to you is that in business, you have the same problem. You have the same problem. You have the exact same problem. You have people that will say, "Look at that nigga over there. That he making money. He's rich. He's swaggy. I don't like that old swaggy nigga. I'm gonna go take him down." And then somehow you think you did something good for the world. You haven't done anything good for the world. Maybe you did something good for your ego. Maybe you did something good, because you created drama. Maybe you did something good for your YouTube channel because now you're getting lots.
Now, come on, Black folks. You're supposed to let us rob you now. Why are you fussing about us robbing you? You don't fuss when the white man do it. So why you fuss when we do it? But this is part of the problem. Why I see why Black men, we don't work with each other. It's bad business in a lot of aspects.
Of views and making lots of money, and I get it. It's a struggle out here, right? Whatever. But did you do anything good for the community? I don't know if you have. I think we have bigger fish to fry. That's my point. I'm not going to sit here and pretend. I told y'all, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I don't know if any mistakes were made. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like the Tulsa Fund is the best investment I ever made. I don't know. No, I mean, in terms of ROI and money in my pocket, no, it's not. I have other assets I've invested in that have doubled or tripled in value for sure. But the reason I love the Tulsa Fund, the reason that
no living being should ever eat processed food for every single meal of their life.
I'm very happy that my money was put into that fund is mainly because I love the Legacy Center. I love the Legacy Center. And
he was telling you, me, and whoever else wanted to listen, you don't say this about white-owned businesses. You don't say this about this and that. Okay. And now you have this bended knees in church praying, crying, okay, after stealing everybody's money. This is what you see. And let me tell you something, as a person that, that deals in largely Black stuff, African-American based stuff, I also have things going here in Africa. People like Jay Morrison make it very difficult for people like myself, people like you, good people who just want to see Black people win. But then you get these people out here who always wanting to steal, always want to be dusty, who always want to be shady, who don't want to work, and they want to take advantage off of people. And even on YouTube, it's one of the things I've never done. Raising funds, trying to scam somebody, things like that. We want to know why, because if it takes me to do something like that, I don't need the money. Why is it that these guys, and we have plenty of folks in the Black community that got.
But see, for every good brother like Oshay, saying you got a lot of people that go the scam route because it's the easy fix. And, saying as long as they got the gift of gab, they can sell people on it to get them to come up out their pockets for money. Hell, they do it on a little level by just catfishing online, where you can get some sucker to send $500 to some girl that he think is in love with him. And it's really a dude somewhere in his mommy's basement. But Oshay like to think for the good in people, and that's a good thing. But some of these people don't care. They're gonna scam regardless because that's what they do. They're just gonna be scammers. You know what I'm saying? And whether you look like them or not, they don't care.
Skills that will do the work, not con artists like the Umars of the world, guys like this. No, we have actual people who will do the work, who love black people, who want to see black people win. We have plenty of those individuals. But no, those people never get the opportunity because we like people like Jay Morrison, guys who don't even do business, guys who've never built businesses, guys who know how to lie. So he took a refinance out on the building, kept the cash, stole the black community's money. And what is Boyce talking about? Is Boyce still around talking about selling black business school products? Do you guys even believe that? Boyce should never, ever speak on the black community ever again about finance. Never. He should never be taken seriously, ever. Boyce Watkins is a disgrace to the natural public, an absolute disgrace, a joke to the natural public. I'm going to say it again. To the natural public amongst blacks, he's an enemy to the community. Because what man will sit there idly by, recommend something like this from a guy who's a felon, a guy who doesn't have any evidence of doing any business, and then tell you that he's researched it, and then you guys get conned, the community gets conned out of their money, and this guy is sitting there. See, if this is the white community, Boyce would never be able to say anything. If it was the Arabs or Asians or Jews, he'd never be able to say anything. He's only able to thrive again after conning and helping scam because it's us. He's a disgrace for what he did. That recommendation there, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace to every African-American, every black person that believes in black business that Boyce and Jay Morrison let down. They're an absolute disgrace. It's sad. And Boyce, I know you listen to this. You need to sit your behind down, bro. You need to come to the black community on bended knees and say you're sorry for what you did. You apologize for what you did. You feel bad for what you did. You need to you humble yourself. And then got the nerve to ask somebody, would they spend some money on one of your courses and be misled? It's pathetic. And I bet you got some of that money too. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Oshay Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you just heard the bell. We're out.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's why I wanted to come to y'all with that to let you know there are scammers out there in our community that look like us people, and whether we choose to believe it or not, and not everybody that looks like us has good intentions. And as you can see, these people collectively got scammed out of $12 million. Now, I would be hotter than Hades if I invested, oh goodness, if I invested $40-some thousand or even $500, $200, $2. If I invested in something that I thought was good for our community and was going forward into something I thought would help my grandchildren, and I found out it was a scam, you know, that would be something that, you know, I don't think I could deal with. And it's a crazy thing that we got to deal with that as a people in our society when we already got external factors that we got to deal with on the daily, just being black. You know what I'm saying? I try not to look at everything through the lenses of race, but I do realize that race is an issue in some people's eyes. You know, the idealist in me would want to believe that we need to see things through the eyes of children that don't know nothing about color until it was taught to them. But the reality of the situation is a lot of people do look at race. And I'm looking at it in terms of why our black men don't work together. And I can see from issues like I just presented to you from Oshay Duke Jackson, and shout out to him and JT Pocketwatch for putting this video together. Oshay is the main part because it's his video, but JT definitely contributed to it. These fellows are out here exposing those of us in the black community that would scam others from the black community. That's black on black crime, whether y'all choose to believe it or not. I know we concentrate on the killing, and that's wrong too. Because I believe if black people, if young black men start killing each other, man, and came together, that would be powerful. That would be a powerful thing to see. That would scare the bejesus off the powers that be. But shout out to all the brothers out there that's trying to bring Black unity. Can't have unity with anybody else until we have unity amongst ourselves. And at that note, I'm gonna get on out of here. But drop a comment below and let me think, let me know. Good God. Let me know what you think about this video. Once again, it's your man Chris B, aka Buzz. And I'm out.